Hello folks, welcome back to another episode of the complete playthrough save with Liverpool by me, Dr. Benji. By me. It's not a drawing I've done for Art Attack, is it? Right, anyway, welcome to today's video. We currently sit third in the Premier League table. Of course, last time out, defeat to Hull. Oh, just saying it out loud is upsetting. Saw them drift out of the relegation zone, but it saw us, sadly, delve into the myths of third position currently. Sadio Mane has 9 assists for us this season, and the question mark is, when does he return? Well, the answer to that question is 3 to 10 days. So not today's episode, but next time round we may well see him back in a Liverpool shirt. And wouldn't that be nice? Today then, as I say, Stoke City, the team that have replaced Hull in 18th position, so back-to-back 18th place finish teams against matches. You get what I'm saying. So hopefully today will go well for us. It's been an interesting time as Liverpool manager. It's been ups and downs, but against the teams that we're supposed to be beating early in the season, we fell to some of them, and that is horrendously looking like it may well be the case again. Hull being one of those sides. Against Stoke last time out, then you remember, you may well remember, 1-1 against them. Keita getting a late goal in the first half, but it wasn't enough to get the win. And again, it was during a time when we were just sort of... We were doing that. So we're past those days now. We're more focused on the way we play today. And I think what we're going to do in terms of tactics, right, we're offered a lot of pre-match advice in the old summary. And there's lots to talk about and lots to discuss today. So we will go through some of that as we progress forward. Now, the first note of issue is that Virgil van Dijk, despite playing well last episode and despite scoring a fantastic goal, looks a little jaded and could do with the rest. So I think no matter what happens against Stoke City, as disappointing as it is, we're probably going to leave him out. We're going to see on game day if he's ready to play. We may well get a fitness report on him as well to see if that's true. And some of these other players do need the game time, actually, so we'll give them 45 minutes in the under-18s. Hopefully that works. Conte has rubbished our title chances. Okay, they won't win a thing this year. They just don't have the quality. That's a dig. And I should say, that's a bit rich, considering Chelsea are down in 6th position. So, today's game then, and we talked about it last time out, we were having shots from distance. We weren't having shots in and around the area, and that's an issue, okay? If you're having 20 shots in a game, 5 of which are going on target, you're unlikely to win a game that way. So we are going to start working the ball into the box. Not only that, but another change we're going to make, we're going to play slightly shorter passes. I think it's something that, if you're playing as a team and you're trying to work the ball and work the ball and work the ball and trying to look for these shorter passes into the area, they're going to be more accurate, and that's the idea with it. So we're going to play ball to Keita, slightly more reserved, so he's part of the team unit. We've got Lallana on the other side, of course, as well, and it's going to be a big day today. You see Virgil van Dijk on 82%, not really fit for today's game. So Joe Gomez comes in at the back. We've got Klein, Klavan and Seed alongside him, Jordan Henderson and Emre Can in the centre, Keita on the right, Coutinho in the middle, the Lallana on the left-hand side, and Roberto Firmino. This is another sort of question mark. If we look at his recent form, you'll note he's not really been scoring the goals. Last 5 games without one. I've subbed him off in 4 of those. It's a problem that he's not scoring for us. This is his final chance. We're going to change up his role today. We're going to play him as a deep lying forward on support. That suggests he might be a little bit closer to Coutinho, but again, similar to Keita, I want him involved more. So we're going to see if that does the trick for us today. And hopefully he'll continue to play the way he plays. He presses well, he closes down well, he gets his foot in there. But we want to see more from him in the game and hopefully scoring a few more goals. Working the ball into the box should allow that to happen then. So as we go into this game at the Britannia Stadium, or is it called the Bet365 now? One or the other. Either way, we're fighting to remain in those Champions League places. Manchester United have joined us. Spurs still at the top of the league. And that team thought's gone relatively well. Keita seems a little bit miffed. But anyway... that's quite a nice stand, that one. The Stoke banners kind of ruin it. No offence to Stoke fans, but they just look like they've been draped over without any thought, which annoys me. Top Man, the football manager sponsored by Top Man. I didn't know that. I did not know that. As the games kick off, then we are in the black kit today. We look a little more menacing in the black kit, so I can appreciate that. Henderson plays it back to Klavan, and that gets us started. Then I didn't even look at the Stoke team, by the way. They've got Afellay up front for them, Arnautovic one side, Shaqiri the other. Joe Allen, of course, former Liverpool player in the midfield with Glenn Whelan. And then Muniesa, Shaw cross, Glenn Johnson, again another former Liverpool player. At right back, Eric Peters on the left-hand side, and Lee Grant is in the middle. There's the stuff going on behind, and it's Stoke coming forward with it. It's deflected to Arnautovic. He's hit it wide. That was a mess. I was a little bit concerned with what was going on there. We're going to hide the league table for now. We don't need to see it. We'll see it again in a few episodes' time, or just at the end of the game, which is ordinary. Danny Welbeck's got a goal for Arsenal elsewhere. And after half an hour... we finally have ourselves a highlight. 28 minutes in, the ball's knocked towards the area. There's Emre Can. Now, shorter passing is the key here. and working it into the box. Will we see more of that today as Jordan Henderson goes on a lone man run there for a short time and Joe Allen clears, Afellay, and Liverpool. This looks like Liverpool in real life. We're getting a hit on the counter-attack. Emre Can slides in, gets his tackle in as well, and Afellay brings it forward again. Arnautovic in behind, shot on goal. Mignolet with a good save. I'm nervous. There's 2 ambulances behind there. I might need to go and lay down in them if I'm not careful. It's a corner kick. It's Bacilla? Maybe it's just Bacilla. Boschilla, maybe, with it. It's not the greatest, doesn't beat the first man. And it goes out for a throw-in. Half an hour gone, and Stoke continue to put on the pressure. Ball whipped in. Arnautovic has been flicked in, I think, by Afellay. And it's Stoke 1, Liverpool 0. It's happening again. I mean, there's a phrase or a song that goes along with that. We've dropped down into 5th position. I mean, the ball's knocked in by this Boschilla guy. Arnautovic back-headers it, and Afellay can't miss from there. Set pieces as well. It's like being Liverpool manager. I don't like this at all. Regardless, we're 1-0 down to Stoke, and this is not a game that's easy to come out of with a win once you fall behind. They play very defensively, and it's going to be a challenge. We have to try and outwork them going forward. We're going to go attacking for the second half. I've already put it on towards the end of the first half. Team talk-wise, I mean, what do you even say? Calmly say, where's the passion, lads? Do you want to win this match? I'm just going to say unlucky so far. And they seem to like, look, they're relaxed and motivated. That's, to me, that is the perfect team talk. We'll see if it works. Firmino again on a 6.4. I mean, it's weak, isn't it? It's very, very weak. I'm just thinking, the style we're playing, do we just change Firmino's position to play something a little bit more like this for now? Maybe as a shadow striker? We'll give it a go. We'll change him up, because at the moment, he's having little impact. The last 5 games, he's doing nothing. This might be the difference required. He's on a 6.5 right now as we make the change. Let's see if he goes up or down come the end of the game. I'm also going to go into control for the final half an hour. It's so far, though, nothing is working at all. It's just not going well at all. We had this against Hull. We're getting it again. 25 minutes to go. Changes are going to have to be made here. Emre Can off. Wijnaldum on. Pastore on, probably. I mean, just for something different as an inside forward on that left-hand side, on that right-hand side. I'm just changing out now. I don't know what to do. 25 minutes to go. We miss Sadio Mane as much as real life Liverpool do. I mean, at least the game's somewhat realistic. Jordan Henderson, though, driving forward with it. Slips it through to Firmino. Shot from distance from Firmino. Forced to Pastore. He's got options in the middle. Lallana's at the back post. Firmino gets up. And Lee Grant, wearing his pyjamas, makes the save. Oh, what a furious game this is making me into. That doesn't make any sense. Shaqiri's gone off. Jonathan Walters comes on. He'll be bagging a goal at some point shortly, I'm sure. As the time is just, there's not even a single chance. I mean, it's almost too late to be bringing Origi on. Like, I don't know. I don't know. This is one of those episodes, folks, where we're going to go into the pro zone and figure out just what's gone wrong. Because at the moment, I don't know. Again, 22 shots, 10 on target. We've limited Stoke to, frankly, to very little, as they're just going to pass it around for the final few minutes. They've had 3 clear-cut chances, though. That for me, that's the bigger issue. It's not that we're not having the chances as well. Like, of course, that's a problem, right? You're not scoring goals, you ain't going to win games. Michael Owen. But you've got to stop them from scoring as well. And our best defensive record is crumbling around us. Like, I think Spurs will even take over at this point. We're going to take a look at the analytics, the analysis, that's the word I'm looking for. Firmino's injured 4 to 5 days, so there's a chance he'll miss the next game, or will at least have to sit out of it. We'll have the returning figure then of Sadio Mane. Joel Matip won't be a million miles away. When does he return, actually? He's on international duty. The 5th of February, so he should return tomorrow. So that's pretty key for us. We'll have Van Dijk back in the side, hopefully alongside Matip. Mane on the right. We'll have to see. Mane on the map. What are we gonna do with him? I'm just thinking about it. Like, is there another system here that I'm missing? Do we go for Danny Ings and Peter Crouch up front? Is what I'm asking. Right, let's go back into this game that we just played. And 3 defeats in a row. That hasn't happened very often for us, but it's starting to fall all around us. Based on the pro zone, like, that's their half are in there. And we're consistently, we're very rarely in our half at all. Only our centre-backs, that you can see from the heat maps where our centre-backs are, they're pushing forward or they're sitting further back. Our full-backs are pushed on a lot during the game. Like, at that point, it's kind of obvious, right? In terms of passing, I'm not sure how many passes we had in that. The whole game was, okay, I thought it was 810. That was for the whole game. 461 passes. Now, I've got the interesting thing for me there then is that we've got work ball into box on. But if you look at the amount of completed passes that have found their way into the box, there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4? 4 passes out of 461. For me, that's not even remotely good enough. Scoring chances, apparently we had a few half chances. Let's see where they came from. So every time we have a half chance or a chance in general, it's inside the area. You're never going to create, or you're never going to have a chance, a proper chance from outside the area. Very rarely anyway. I mean, there was a Firmino shot potentially that was part of that. For me, that's a big problem. And, I mean, let's look at Stoke as well, right? Stoke had 3 clear-cut chances, all of which in the area. If we show the linked events, one was just a header, I think, potentially. Like, that doesn't really showcase anything. This other one they had here. Can we look at this? Arnautovic again. Show linked events. So it was a move, quite a simple move, played through the midfield. And then it was played into the box, Arnautovic with a shot. I think this one was their goal. The FLI header, of course, that we saw in the game. So we've got to stop those, and whether that's we play a higher line or we just... Again, I think Matip and Van Dijk solved this problem a little bit, but it's not really good enough. And going into our next few games, like they don't get easier. Let's put it that way. Swansea coming up, Man City. If we're performing, but like say we could go into realistically the way things are right now, we could go into the game at Wembley against Arsenal in the EFL Cup with 5 defeats in a row. As things stand, Swansea's a huge game. They're now in 18th. That's the problem. Oh no, they're now in 8th. So next episode, we face Swansea, who are in 18th position. Can it get better against those teams, please? Please. If you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like. If you want to see some more, subscribe to the channel. We love with care. If you're not Benji, goodbye. That's what I'm doing now, apparently.